Kelly, we know you love Britney Spears. We know you hate Justin Timberlake. 2 years ago.
I've never felt that way about Justin Timberlake until I read Britney Spears' memoir, and then I hated Justin Timberlake.
Well, 2 years ago, Justin issued an apology to both Britney and Janet Jackson for his, quote, past failures with them. But again, that was before Britney's book came out, and then her book came out, and he got, crushed in it. Well, then earlier this week, Britney posted an apology to anyone who was hurt by what she wrote in her memoir, and obviously we know Justin was an intended recipient of that. And then apparently he didn't accept, because Wednesday in New York City did a show, and he was about to launch into this song, Cry Me a River, which I don't know the song, but it's supposedly about his breakup with Britney. And he said, I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize to absolutely effing nobody, which just made you even more angry. You were playing that in here yesterday.
Jerk. Justin Timberlake does not deserve any more success in his life. Please stop buying his music and going to his shows. Please. Guy's a jerk.
My favorite part of the whole thing is, Britney heard about it, and so she has unapologized now. And here was her quote. This is the best. Someone told me someone was talking crap about me on the streets. Do you want to bring it to the court, or will you go home crying to your mom like you did last time? I'm not sorry.
So, let's unpack this for a second. Britney is slam Justin for the abortion back in the early 2000s.
No. Now, I read the book, and I will tell you, she didn't slam him. She did say that his not wanting to be a father at that time did sort of convince her to get an abortion. But what he did after their breakup to her that made her look like, I guess, a slut or something.
The Cry Me a River video.
Really ruined her reputation, and then she was sort of called out on it by every disgusting interviewer out there. He never came to her defense. He kept saying that he took her virginity when it's not true. He's out there saying this about another human being.
Okay.
He's gross.
Okay, hold on. I see all of what you've presented as Exhibit A. But I would wager the salaries of everyone in this room, and maybe everyone listening, that's how convinced I am of this, that her getting an abortion was not a decision that was made between the two of them. That was something where parents,
I have no doubt,
record labels, and management all got involved and probably convinced him to go, Justin, you're not ready to be a father, which made him go to her at 21 whatever years old and say, Britney, I'm not convinced to be I'm not ready to be a father. So yes, she's probably truthful that what he said probably did sway her opinion, but I guarantee at that time, those NSYNC and Britney Spears were making biblical amounts of money.
Yeah, we can't screw up the cash cow.
And nobody wanted to screw up the cash cow. That meant Jamie Spears and Lynn Spears and everybody else was taking a piece of Britney at the time. They didn't want to see that go away. They didn't want the scandal of being Britney pregnant because I guarantee the line, this will ruin both of your careers, came out of somebody's mouth, if not multiple people's mouths. And that point in time, there's a lot more to it than just Britney and Justin.
Yeah, I agree with you. That literally is not my issue with Justin Timberlake. My issue with Justin Timberlake is he's a dick. That's my issue with him.
But he also, at 22, you don't know how to handle things as a guy. And you have
You don't know it's wrong to go spreading out over all the media to talk about somebody else's sex life. And
sure you know it's wrong, but you do it anyway.
How to put a person who looks exactly like Britney Spears in your Cry Me a River video.
Sure.
Like, you're a jerk, dude.
You are, but you're.
And then what he did to Janet Jackson, let her take the fall for all of that. This guy has a track record of making terrible decisions throughout his life.
We talked about the Janet Jackson thing the other day, and
yesterday,
Janet, in her apology, admitted that they decided to do it at the last minute. Now she took more of the brunt than he did, and
she took all of the brunt.
I 100% agree with that. But you can't pin all that on him. It's not all on him. The Cry Me a River video, it's what people did. You had that platform. People do it to this day. How many times have you posted a terrible picture of your ex? Now, here's where I say that Britney has a problem. I think what Justin did the other night is stupid. Just let it go. It happened 20 years ago. Don't say anything. So, yeah, D-bag move on that one. I'll give him that. But Britney's problem stems from her family mentally destroying her for the last 20 years, putting her in the place that she is. And she comes from a place of zero credibility right now because her Instagram is a cry for help that nobody seems to want to answer. So she looks like she's mentally unstable anyway.
Okay, well, her mental health has nothing to do with how another human being has treated her for years. Her mental health has nothing to do with this. What it has everything to do with the fact that Justin Timberlake's character is crap.
Man, we have gotten so many texts. You two started a debate here amongst Blitz Nation about two people we would never play on this station, which is Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears. But, I know Kelly has been Team Britney the whole time and definitely anti-Justin. And, Lewis, you're saying there's blame to go around for everybody in this whole situation because, Britney came out and apologized earlier in the week. Justin didn't accept her apology, said he will apologize to no one, and now she's mad because she heard somebody was talking trash on the streets. I'm like, well, he was on a stage, and it was in New York City.
Right.
And so now she's not sorry, and the text coming in, this is unreal. I didn't think that this many people out there were so passionate about this topic.
Let me say that the Timberlake video for Cry Me a River at the time times were different. There was no Me Too movement at the time. So when Justin Timberlake did that video, everybody was like, of that age group, was like, yeah. Now, Britney admitted to cheating on Justin with the choreographer Wade J. Robson, who's the dude who tried to sue Michael Jackson for child abuse and failed twice. And then while Justin was making Cry Me a River, let me remind you that Britney was out filming an awful, god-awful reality show called something with Kevin Federline that painted an awful picture of her at the time. Chaotic, that was the name of the show. So Britney helped herself out with the idea that there was plenty of cheating going around in this whole relationship thing. But you got to remember, these are 22, 23-year-old kids with money to burn and a platform to burn it on. So none of them are probably making the best decisions, nor are any of them probably making decisions for themselves at the time. Again, Timberlake's comment the other night, unnecessary. Just let it go. It happened 20-something years ago. Move on. So I'll give you that's a complete D-bag move, but I don't think Justin Timberlake, because he cheated on Britney Spears or she cheated on him, you cannot judge him solely based on that. And the Janet Jackson thing, because again, he wasn't the only one involved there, and times were different. I guarantee if that happened today, it might have went a little different. It's just 20 years ago, we thought differently. 20 years ago, Tropic Thunder, everybody would have laughed at. 20 years ago, now you try to make Tropic Thunder, Robert Downey Jr. is being hung on a cross for wearing blackface an entire movie.
He won an Academy Award.
Because times have changed.
As I'm looking through the text here, this seems to be a battle of the sexes. I'm seeing a lot of girls agreeing with Kelly and a lot of guys agreeing with Lewis. So, as a guy, I'm not that passionate about it, but
as a guy, we don't mature that fast. If you're expecting a 22-year-old guy to make a really smart decision and say the right things, those are some high expectations.
Is he still 22 that he said that on Wednesday?
I agreed that the other night was bad. I'm just talking, we're going back in time to where...
Cry Me a River.
And I appreciate the fact that you're right. There are two sides to every story, and my opinion is based on Britney Spears' memoir, which was really heartbreaking just to hear everything that she's been through from her perspective in her life, and the fact that she was trotted out all over these shows as just one big slut who broke Justin Timberlake's heart, and he never, ever came out and corrected the story at all. He benefited from portraying her as, oh, I'm just this guy who loved Britney and she broke my heart and she cheated on me. And like your Barbara Walters, your Diane Sawyers treated her so terribly. And yes, it was how many years ago where it was fine and dandy to trot a beautiful pop star out as a slut. It's not cool anymore.
No, it's not. But I think Britney Spears is a tragic story in general. She is a victim in all of this. Do I think she has a lot of mental problems? Absolutely. Do I think she has a lot of ground to stand on? That's for the interpreter. But I think what her family, her management, and everybody else did to her is criminal. You have mentally broken this person, and everybody has a ringside seat to how mentally broken she is every day on her Instagram. Yeah, that's where the problem is.
We got a text that says, I'm sorry, but I am on Justin's side. I can't believe so many people are taking the word of a mentally unstable person without any actual evidence. Another one says it was the puppet masters behind them, and agreed with you, Lewis, on that 1,000%. Vanessa says, I agree, Kelly. I've thought he was a D for so many years. Nikki says Uber D. Mary said Kelly's right. JT never takes his share of any blame.
Yeah.
So, not to mention, Nikki said, not to mention he got busted for cheating on his wife.
He did.
He's a douche.
Remember when he was making that movie and they caught him with the gal he was starring in the movie with?
They didn't catch him cheating.
With his hand on her knee.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sitting there in their little cafe, all snuggled up together with his hand on her knee. Come on.
Yeah, you see Lauren sitting at an intimate table with her hand on some guy's knee. You're cool with that?
Yeah, Lewis.
Mary Bill Cheyenne.
Don't you ignore that question there.
What was the question? Repeat the question.
Repeat the question. The question was, if you saw Lauren cozied up at a dinner for two at a cozy table in private with her hand on some guy's leg.
You're fine with that?
That's fine. That's good.
I'd walk over and fist bump.
You fist bump him, all right.
All right. No, but hold on. Mary Bill Cheyenne. Let me make something.
It's just Mary.
Mary.
We need to change that.
What's it like for women who win or cheat and men are cheater players? I never said that at all. Please do not ever put words in my mouth. I will do that on my own. Thank you. I never said that. Take that phrase out of your text phrase, please.
Well, I don't know.
But I think, someone said something about infantizing adults who make, and you're right, you shouldn't. But I just think everybody has made bad decisions when you're younger. Yeah. You just do. It's part of growing up.
Melanie doesn't understand why he walked away unscathed from the whole Super Bowl drama thing.
Agreed.
That was definitely pre-planned all the way.
Vanessa says, granted, they both had PR teams probably filling their ears with at the same time. If she got pregnant and then only told Justin the time of the automatic and he said, I'm not ready, and didn't even want to involve the teams, that could have also happened either way. They both share the responsibility. And that's the thing. Both of them put themselves in that position. So,
I'm just saying that Britney Spears' coming of age was in a time where it was fine to trash a woman for being a woman, to criticize a woman for dressing in a certain way, for expressing herself in a certain way. And it was absolutely fine and dandy to absolutely steamroll women for that and act like they are like horrific role models and et cetera and so forth. That is where Britney Spears came up. And Justin Timberlake took advantage of that for his own advancement.
Okay. All right. JC said, don't forget to blame the House of Mouse. And Shadow said, this topic needs to go bye. And we will do that because we got to play a game because we're going to give away tickets to the National Fishing Expo or Bobaflex. It will be your choice if you win. And this revolves around Lewis's life. If you would like to play, jump on the phone right now. 1-800-821-9970. And we will play after Bad Wolves on the Blitz. All right, it is the Morning Blitz. Bad Wolves there at 7:51. It's Kelly, Lewis, and Rick.